muscular foot the mantle, which produces the shell, and the vascular mass containing the organs. Their structure can also depend on which type of mollusca we are talking about. For example, in squid, the foot is modified to form a series of tentacles and their head.
Today, I will be presenting on mollusca reproduction. Most mollusks use sexual reproduction with other mates to reproduce, but some, such as many species of snail, are hermaphrodites, meaning they have both male and female reproductive organs which are contained within one individual animal, and self-fertilization takes place. We will first take a look at the sexual reproduction of octopi. Octopi reproduce sexually with a partner. The male octopus places his tentacle inside the female's cavity and inserts a sperm packet. He then dies. The male octopus will lay 50 to 100 eggs and carry them around in the area between her tentacles. While guarding her eggs during this time, she doesn't eat and will die shortly after they hatch. The octopi then emerge from each egg and they repeat the cycle when fully grown into adults. Next up, oysters. Reproduction among oysters begins when water temperatures warm to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or greater. Oysters begin reproduction with the female oyster releasing eggs into the water and the male oyster releasing sperm. Within about 6 hours, a fertilized egg develops into a free-swimming larvae, and that develop a shell within 12 to 24 hours. And last but not least, we have snail reproduction. The snail life cycle varies between species, with some of them requiring sexual reproduction and others reproducing through self-fertilization. In those where sexual reproduction is necessary, 2 adult snails, both of whom usually have both male and female reproductive organs, will mate and both will produce fertilized eggs. In cases of self-fertilization, the parent snail will fertilize in its own eggs and deposit them in the soil. And that's all you need to know about mollusk reproduction.
Mollusca mainly live in the sea, however others can live in fresh water or damp soil. For the ones that live in fresh water, they're split into 2 groups. The lotic mollusks live in flowing water, such as springs, rivers, streams, canals, and caves. Lentic mollusks live in still water, such as ditches and ponds and lakes. 3 classes of mollusks are the bivalvia group, which consists of clams, mussels, and oysters, the gastropoda group, which is snails and slugs, and the cephalopoda group, which is octopus and squid.
There are 3 ways that mollusca can be helpful to a society. 1, it is a good source of food for animals and humans, but mainly animals in that ecosystem. 2, their pearls are used for jewelry and decor. 3, they help stabilize marine ecosystems because they eat up all the bacteria and algae and it keeps their levels low where it's at a safe level. They can be harmful in 2 ways. They can be poisonous if not cooked correctly, and they can be poisonous by just simply touching their shells. Some just have too much poison. And if they're introduced to an ecosystem where they're not from, they can simply take over and kill everything around there.